everybody again. This is Ron Dittmars talking to you from the recording studios of the Erasmus Academy, and this is our fifth segment in the story about St. Nicholas. So Irene is with us today as our guest speaker, and as I read the sentences out loud, she will repeat after me, and please repeat with her so you can get the sound of the language and the words and the pronunciation. And then I'll ask her different questions about the structure of the sentence as we unpack its meaning and try to answer those questions yourself in your imagination in order to work through with us step by step in understanding how the sentence works and what its translation is. Great. So are you all set, Irene?
Yes.
Okay, let's rock and roll here with this last one. The last section. Hopefully it'll be shorter, maybe like 9 or 10 minutes at most. Here we go. Nikolaus sorgte für die Nikolaus sorgte für die Gläubigen wie ein Hirt für seine Schafe. Everybody?
Nikolaus sorgte für die Gläubigen wie ein Hirt für seine Schafe.
Notice every single letter is pronounced in German. Let's see if you can see my mark here. So we don't just say Schaf, but we say Schafe, which is correct. Okay, where's the verb in the sentence?
Sorgte.
And that means to care for. So he cared for Nikolaus. And für takes what case? Always?
Accusative.
Good, yeah. And so he cared for the believers, die Gläubigen, as a Hirt, as a shepherd for his sheep. Okay, going on. In Zeiten der Gefahr predigte den Christen an einsamen Orten und stärkte sie in Glauben. Everybody?
In Zeiten der Gefahr predigte den Christen an einsamen Orten und stärkte sie im Glauben.
Okay, verb is?
Predigte
Good. He preached, predigte and where's the next verb?
Stärkte.
Stärkten, from stark and to strengthen. That's very close to the English word strengthen, stärken. And so you have two verbs that are weak verbs where they add the te at the end for the third person singular. And he strengthened. So here's your subject, he, Nikolaus. And then this is he preached to. Notice the dative oftentimes does not require the preposition to or for, but it's subsumed within the dative case itself. So he preached to the Christians in lonely places, dative here, and he strengthened. What's Z refer? What does that refer to?
Den Christen.
Good. And he strengthened them in belief. Good. Do the whole thing. Start from the beginning. Do those first two sentences.
Nicholas cared for the believers like a shepherd for his sheep.
Mm-hmm.
In times of danger, he preached to the Christians in lonely places, and he strengthened them in their belief.
Great. Going on. An seinem Geburtstag kleidete sich jeweils in den kostbaren Bischofsmantel und nahm den Hirtenstab zur Hand. Everybody?
An seinem Geburtstag kleidete sich jeweils in den kostbaren Bischofsmantel und nahm den Hirtenstab zur Hand.
Okay. Jeweils means from time to time. And where's the first verb complex? Up to the und?
Kleidete sich.
Good. Very nice. Irene included the reflexive pronoun here. Kleidete sich, and is obviously the subject. So on his birthday, Geburtstag, he dressed himself from time to time. Let's see. And then the verb of the next one is nam. What does that come from? What verb does that come from?
Nehmen.
Nehmen. Good. So that's a strong verb. Here's a weak verb here with te. Nehmen, nam, genommen. So the vowel pattern is E, A, O for the three principal parts. That's all you need. And then he took what? And he took to hand, or he took by his hand, the Hirtenstab, which means the shepherd staff. Okay, do the whole thing. An seinem Geburtstag.
On his birthday, he dressed himself from time to time in the costly bishop clothes, and he took to his hand the shepherd staff.
Good. Gut. Seinen Esel belud mit einem schweren Sack. Der war gefüllt mit Apfel, Nüssen, Mandarinen und Honigkuchen. Go ahead.
Seinen Esel belud mit einem schweren Sack. Der war gefüllt mit Äpfeln, Nüssen, Mandarinen und Honigkuchen.
You know, I mispronounced this. There's no umlaut over the O here. This Honigkuchen, simply. Okay. Now, in this is a good practice for the logic of the order in which we decompose, or not decompose, but analyze the sentence. Where's the verb?
Belud.
Belud. Good. This means from beladen, to load. And so, where's the subject? Good. And normally we would think the first verb, the first word of a sentence would be the subject, but this is accusative here. So he loaded his donkey, and then go on.
With a heavy sack.
Good. Now, what does der refer back to?
The sack.
The sack. Yeah. That one. This is a demonstrative pronoun. Instead of it's der. So that heavy sack, and then verb is.
War gefüllt.
Yeah. Var, this is actually the verb complex by itself. This happens to be a predicate adjective, simply as a past participle serving as a predicate adjective. So that the sack was filled with, and then go on.
It was filled with apples, nuts, tangerines, and honey cakes.
Good. This should mit takes a dative, so this would normally be Äpfeln, but it just says this is a plural here with apples, nuts, and honey cakes. Okay, go on. Schritt durch die Straßen und verteilte die Gaben und machte diesen Tag zu einem großen Fest.
Schritt durch die Straßen und verteilte die Gaben und machte diesen Tag zu einem großen Fest.
Okay, fairly straightforward. Schritt comes from what? From schreiten, so it means to step or to walk, and then durch takes the accusative, and then verteilte means what?
He distributed.
Yeah, he distributed. Good. Do the whole thing.
He walked through the streets and distributed the gifts and made this day into a great festival.
Yeah, machte zu einem, made it into a great festival. Das hielt so bis ins hohe Alter. Everybody?
Das hielt so bis ins hohe Alter.
So hielt comes from halten, which means to maintain or to preserve. This, and then this is a direct object, so he preserved this, or this custom, thus into, bis ins hohe, ins is a directional accusative contraction for?
In das.
In das. So he maintained this thus into his old age until he was old. Und als die Stunde kam, da Gott ihn heimholen wollte, fiel ihm nur eines schwer, dass sich von den Kindern trennen sollte. Everybody?
Und als die Stunde kam, da Gott ihn heimholen wollte, fiel ihm nur eines schwer, dass sich von den Kindern trennen sollte.
Good. So, and then where's up to this comma? Where's the verb complex?
Kam.
Let's see. Als I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. This is my mistake. As the hour came, that at that point, that and then verb complex up to the comma.
Heimholen wollte.
Yeah, he wanted to bring him home. Holen is to pick up and bring him home. And as this hour came, that God wanted to bring him home. And then where's the verb complex here? Feel.
Feel.
Yeah, feel by itself from fallen, and this is a verb with the dative ihm. So fallen, it fell to him hard, or it really means it was difficult for him or hard for him. So it was hard, and nur eines is actually the subject. Only one thing, because this is a third person singular past tense. Only one thing was hard for him, and then that they're going to explain what that was, dass sich, and then that he was going to separate himself, dass sich. You go to include the reflexive, that he was going to or had to separate himself von den Kindern, from the children. So do that whole sentence. Maybe start from das hielt from there to the end of this paragraph.
That he kept in such a way into his old age.
Mhm.
And as the hour came that God wanted to take him back home, only one thing was hard for him, that he would separate himself from the children.
Yeah, that he should or had to in some sense. Good. Going on. Bischof Nikolaus starb am 6. Dezember 352. Everybody?
Bischof Nikolaus starb am 6. Dezember 300.
So 52. These numbers are a little bit hard. So whenever you have a like three-figure number, here you say 302 and 50 is how they say that. And then this is am 6. on the 6th of. So let's try this again. 352.
352.
Good. And then just translate that.
Bishop Nicholas died on the 6th of December 352.
Zum Andenken an ihn nennen wir diesen Tag noch heute den Nikolaustag und feiern zur Freude aller Kinder das Nikolausfest.
Zum Andenken an ihn nennen wir diesen Tag noch heute den Nikolaustag und feiern zur Freude aller Kinder das Nikolausfest.
Great. So up to the und, up to the first und, where's the verb?
Nennen.
Yeah, good. And what does that mean?
We name.
Yeah, we name. Okay, we supplying we as the subject. Okay, where's the direct object?
Diesen Tag.
Good. Here's your core sentence. So we name this day still the Nikolaus, the day of Nikolaus. And then zum Andenken just means in the memory of, in his memory. Okay. And then go on and after the und, where's the verb?
Feiern.
Feiern. Where's the subject? Is still we. So we is held as the subject. So we call this day and we celebrate. Where's the direct object?
Das Nikolausfest.
Good. And we celebrate the Nikolaus festival or celebration to the joy. And then alle Kinder is what we call a compact genitive of all children, for the joy of all children. Good. Let's see. Why don't you start with zum Andenken in his memory?
In his memory, we call this day still today St. Nicholas's Day, and
we celebrate.
And we celebrate the Nicholas festival for the enjoyment of all the children.
Great. Somit kündet als Vorbote die Weihnachtszeit.
Somit kündet als Vorbote die Weihnachtszeit.
So kündet means bear witness to. So where's the subject? Good, and then Vorbote is actually as a precursor or as a forerunner. So this is just an apposition to explains who he is. So thus, he understood as St. Nicholas, obviously, as a forerunner. And then how would you finish that sentence?
He bears witness for the time of Christmas.
Yeah, bears witness to the time of Christmas. Great. Okay, well, that's very appropriate for the 6th of December, and we wish you all a wonderful Advent, and hope this has been helpful. This series of texts on St. Nicholas, helpful as far as understanding the background of the festival. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in, and hope to see you again. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.